每个英俊的美男，除了 Uncle Raymond 以外，请你们 show me your face. Thank you. If not, then because of attendance, please show me your face. Yeah, Yichen, don't be shy. On it lah. Yeah, off it. You see, less than 3 seconds off it. Rui Chen, Hao Rui, and Ryan. Xing Chen, Xing Chen is out. Oh, Xing Chen, what happened to your camera? Okay, I got no webcam. Okay. Rui Chen, thank you. Oh, nice background. This is Grand Canyon, is it? That's cool, man. I can't see your face, Rui Chen. Okay, Ryan, I didn't see your face. I can't see your face, Ryan. Okay. I think you all guys better get your camera ready in case your school might want to do SLS learning, things like that. Okay, so it's better get ready a cheap camera to put in front of you. All right, so okay, let's start. Gentlemen, so what is the first question? So I'm going to share the slides with all of you. Okay, so let's go to the first question here. Okay, so a Soviet antidote in the 1930s is a story. Okay, interesting story about this one. So can I have some, oh, Benny is in. Yeah, hi, Benny. Benny, hello. Hi, Benny. Hi, Benny.
Hi, Uncle.
哎，好久不见，别来无恙。Okay. Oh my goodness, my nose. Okay, so let's go through this homework. Okay, I believe so far I've not received any homework from any one of you here. So I'm not going to procrastinate and delay and things like that. So I want to finish this one by today because we want to cover this next two lessons all on SPQ and SEQ. I really prepared some of the questions. Okay, so let's go through this one. Okay, maybe spend a few minutes. The question is here. What can you conclude about the Soviet people from this source? Explain your answer. So 5 marks. You need to choose 2 inference from this source. Okay. So can I have about 3 minutes? At least spend some time, write it down. Okay. We'll take turns. Okay. Ryan, are you able to hear me? Because I don't see your face just now. Sorry. Ryan, are you there? Can you hear me? Ryan, are you there? Ryan. Hello, Ryan. Okay, thanks. Okay, Ryan, later you also must give me the answer. Thank you, Ryan. This one for you, Ryan, and those on set 3 Xing Chen also. Most likely will come up in your WA or even your end of the year. So please, let's do something about the SPQ. The skills for inference is definitely must use 2 inference. Okay. So use the so, then how. So what do you think? Okay, let's go back to questions here. What can you conclude about the Soviet Union? So use some adjective to describe. What do you think? Is it fearful? But you are not a camel, you are a rabbit. I know, but how do I prove it? So what does this mean? How do I prove it? How do I prove that I'm not a camel, I'm a rabbit? How do I prove that in the real life that I'm not anti-Stalin? How do I prove that I'm pro-Stalin? How do I prove that I'm not against Stalin's the collectivizations or industrialization? How can I prove that I'm a very strong supporter, not an anti-CCCP's member? So are they living in certain form of fear? Okay, Rui Chen, what is your answer? You can read out to me, don't worry. Yes, Rui Chen.
Uncle Raymond, Uncle Raymond, can I try?
Yes, yes, don't try. Oh, I hate the word try. Go for it. Yeah, go.
The Soviet people were terrorized into obedience under Stalin, as they were often told to watch out for and report traitors. Hence, every man lived under the fear of being accused and arrested. It was also practically impossible to prove that they had not committed anything traitorous, as Stalin often targeted those with different ideologies, which could not be proven by any physical means of evidence, meaning that accusations almost always led to punishment. Hence, in the anecdote, the rabbit cannot prove that he is not a camel as he has no evidence. Hence, we
Yes.
may say that the Soviet people was under great terror and stress from the somewhat reverse McCarthyistic practices.
Okay, okay. Well
I
said.
learned
Well
that
said.
word today.
Yeah. Good, good. Can you type out for everyone? Type out for me. I can't remember how the spelling, sorry, to be honest. Can you type out the word McCarthyistic? Anyway, well done, but you have to quote the evidence to say that in 1930 a rabbit, something like that, you have quote. You explain very well. It will be good for that one for your essay. Okay, so well done, Benny. Okay, you will definitely got 4 upon 5 as usual. I told you before, guys. Unless it's very, very good, I could get 5 marks. The most I give you 4.5 out of 5. Thank you, Benny, for your answer. Okay, anyway, this one is recorded. You can call back and listen to it. Yes, it's actually reading, getting in fear. Sington, how about you? Do you want to have a go? Please don't be shy. Let's go. Come on. Rayton. Thanks, Benny, for the answer. Anyone? How about you? Hooray. Nobody want to try. No, no one want to go for it. No, I don't want the word try. No one to go for it. Seriously? Come on. Oh, yes, thank you. Wow, who's that? Okay, I copy from Ray Chen to show to everybody. Control C. How to get everybody in the chat group? Everybody publicly, right? So everyone can send to one another, right? Okay. Okay, let's go. Boom, that's the answer. From source A, I can conclude that the Russians in the USSR views everyone has the same, be it being of a higher or lower status. I like that. And was living in terror under the rules of Stalin's dictatorship. Okay, remember that word now. This can be seen from the source A. Very good. You're going to quote as it states on how the rabbit feels as it seems as it's the same as the camel, even though it is not a camel which is being arrested or killed. So what? This shows that, okay, that what you mentioned, the higher or lower status or different category or different breeds, or regardless of what kind of rank you are. That means I don't care whether you're a high-ranking officer or you're just a peasant of farmers or a doctor, engineer, as long as you're anti-Stalin, good luck to you. This shows of how the Russians view everyone as equal or everyone as a possibility of being accused against Stalin and place them in the same categories. Well done. As though it shows that the citizens or even people living in USSR are living in fear. That's the word, are living in fear, and those people who were living there were in terror, as what I think Benny was mentioning, of being suspected as anti-communist. Well done. Or even anti-Stalin. Very good. Okay. Okay, so next one. I can't remember the word. Seriously, I forgot about this word, about this Galgut. Let me Google it. I'm very frank with you. It looks like there aren't any great matches for the search. No, did I spell correctly? G-U-U-D-L-U-G-G. Is that a word there? Oh, good luck to you. Okay. Thanks, Benny. Okay. Those are studying long way. Okay. Sad to say, okay, well done. Okay, guys, learn this. Never mind. It's not a joke. It's thank you. Okay, it's GULA. I just googled it. Yes, main camps of administration. It's something like this. Jewish concentration camps, killing everybody and make sure that everyone's in control in the hot eye of the Germans. And this one is the same. That is a camp. Or it's the same for the Japanese at the time for the British prisoner of war, POW. And what is that one? And the Chinese, the railroad to Burma, the death railroad to Burma. Also, there's this camp where asked force people to build the railroad. Okay, thank you so much, the two of you. Anyone? Let's share, please. Okay, unless you are typing, just say, Uncle, I'm typing my answer in the chat group. Okay, so while waiting for them, okay, this is the answer. Just in case you can't remember. Oops, you don't have already. Oh, okay, sorry. Then I got to change again. Give me a minute. I remember I have it somewhere. Okay, wait. Okay, now I just go back to the slide again. I thought I have the answer here. I purposely put the answer here. Okay, no, okay. Let's go back to B again. What was this painting drawn? Why was this painting drawn? Explain your answer. Okay. Well, I go and look up for. Okay, let's look at why was this painting drawn. Okay, copy the answer, the question already. Let's move on to. Yeah. Why cannot open? Okay, let me start again. So sorry. Where is my this? Yes, okay, slide. So look at this painting here. Remember, I told you 4 corners, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and the central attractions. Take note of that. So I'm going to look for my answer key. Where is my answer key? Give me a minute. Sorry for the delay. Where is it? Sometimes when I find something, don't have. When I want it, don't have. Oh my goodness, Jesus Christ. Okay, open from this file and then open from this file and then open from this file and then open from this file. Then answer key here. That's right. I think I'll use this better. I'll stop using this. I'll go back this. Ryan, you can take away the tick already, Don't worry. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, so these are the one I'm told you, right? The 4 corners here. And then let's look at the answer for A. So here you say that I can conclude. So please do that now, guys. Okay, Benny, your answer is okay for IP student sources. Usually it depends on your marking scheme. To be honestly speaking, Benny, I'm not sure that how your school going to mark, because I did done before for Hwa Chong, Sanik. Okay, their marking schemes, no doubt is more or less the same, but sometimes their giving LOMs is a bit different. But definitely your answer is very good, acceptable. If you can just type it out and put it and share with everybody, will be beautiful. So I can conclude from source A. Always do this. Okay, Benny, if you can always do this, I can conclude from source A that the Soviet people live in fear, well done, understanding rule, or live in terror, rules life of people, Soviet. Okay, remember it's Soviet people. Okay, not Russians. Actually, the Russians is not wrong, but Soviet people, because it's USSR. Understandings, apostrophe S, remember, do that now. This is evidence, so always must put that this is evidence, or this can be supported by source that describe this. So with the rabbit here. Okay, this suggests And always must have this is a so statement, and then you explain, and then how. This suggests that the Soviet people live in constant fear of being arrested or killed without a valid reason. For example, you can add on this. Next one is that you can use the same here, were arrested or killed for unjustified reason. Okay, so here, unjustified reason. Okay, this can be supported. Always have to do this. This can be supported. Okay, which state that there are arrests or killing. Okay, but you see, you must put this the codes here. This code here. But you are not the camera, so you must code like that. I know, but how do I prove it? So this proof is how can I show that I am really a rabbit, even though I genuinely support Stalin. But someone might be accused me of being a camel. This implies that Soviet government Stalin's arrested killed people without any valid reason according to their whims, without any possible things that he can just put a brain as a scapegoat, or he can use the word scapegoat. Okay, so thank you for this one. Anyone who have answer for A? So my advice is, since you have really write down the answer somewhere, I cannot open the chat. Can somebody type for me? Oh, okay, now I can. I'm typing. Okay, Xing thank you very much. Okay, whatever you type, you can put it inside your foolscap paper and then keep it. Then when you're revising your or do your revisions for your exam, your test, is there, because whatever you type here, after that it will be gone. No? So Benny, I hope you type inside somewhere. But today, Benny, you didn't on the camera. My goodness. Sorry, guys. I need to leave you guys for about 10 minutes here to go through the questions, because I got a very, very super urgent call for my police, okay, to do a very important report message within 1 hour. If not, I will get charged for that. So don't mind, you all go through the questions here. Don't mind, Ken? All right, Ken, can you just do it for yourself? Okay, I'll just move on. I need to reply within 5 minutes time, okay? So it said, dear all, silent recall have been activated. So I have to reply to my sir. Very fast one, very fast one. Okay, so guys, can you help me okay, so this one is the answer from our dear friend, Xing Chen. So guys, sorry, this one I don't reply, I die. 那好来不来，这个时候来。当我在教书的时候，你才来。哎呦 ，My goodness， 真是。Let me complete my form first, guys. You just if you have the slides or the things that let's do it. Okay, I need to type this and send to my officer. Sorry, give me about 5 minutes. I'm doing now. Sorry, guys. So very sorry. If this recording, I will apologize. This is like during your reservist time. You have to submit this. So what should I put? Sorry, guys. Can just go ahead. I'm very sorry. Sergeant. Oh, seriously. Oh, you. SG1. Where's my OTP? My OTP. Okay, please continue to do it. I'm so sorry. If you have the paper, just continue to do it. I'm so sorry. I'm really doing multitasking now. No OTP there. Nine 8 5 1 5. Okay, but no OTP. No OTP. Please take this time to do it. Don't mind. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay, have you done the second questions? I'm waiting for my OTP to send to my officer. Then that's it. I can continue my lesson. I'm so sorry. Okay. I don't know why my OTP is not sent to me. Oh my goodness. It's nuts, man. Oh, shucks. Okay, what's the next questions? The next question is this one, right? The song, right? Okay, so what it is? Look at the answer. If you're in the group chat group here. This painting is painted by the Soviet Union to convince the citizens of USSR that life in the Soviet Union was okay. I think first source A can conclude that Soviet Union is being they were often called and often without any. Okay, so I got two answers already. Thanks, Yi-Chen. Sorry, because Uncle is doing multitasking while sending my open silent record to my officer, and now I'm doing multitasking, and of all the time 偏来不来，在这个时候来。And I have within 1.5 hours to reply to my officer. So sorry about that. Okay. Okay, let me go through the first one from who? The source A, that one. From source A.
So can you show the
yes
source for question?
Yes,
two,
written.
For question 2, the painting.
Painting, right?
Can show us, I need to refer.
Oh, sure. This one, right? Okay. So from source A, I can conclude that the Soviet people live in fear as they were often caught by Russian officers without any legitimate reason. Well done. Take in the legitimate reason. This is scenes from the conversation in the source, but you are not a camel. You are a rabbit. I know, but how do I prove it? So this suggests that, well done. So this suggests or this supported that the Soviet people were often accused, okay, or victimized of doing things that they are not supposed, they are not wrongly accused, okay, something they did not do or a crime they did not commit. Wow, well said, man. Good. Write it down on the paper, then when you write down on the paper, okay, then scan it and put under Google Classroom. So in case your parent asks me whether my son did any homework, then I can prove to her or to him or your daddy that you did something, okay. This suggests the Soviet people were often accused. This suggests that the Soviet people were often accused of something they did not do or a crime they did not commit. They also cannot prove. Who is the they? Okay, don't put they. Just remember, in any SPQ or SEQ, don't put they. So I'm confused whether this they referring to the citizen of USSR, to the police, to Stalin governments, to the party. They also cannot prove they are innocent. Who is they and cannot prove? So be more specific. Okay, please. This is from Ethan, is it? How rate? Okay, thank you. Okay, remember, don't put they inside. Don't pronounce they. They also cannot prove their innocence, as Stalin often forced them. So who is the them? Getting more confused. Your answer is good, but don't put them and to admit their crime. This leads to most of the Soviet people being arrested and sent to concentration camp or even killed innocently. Okay, well said. This painting is painted by the Soviet Union to convince the citizens of USSR that life in the Soviet Union was enjoyable and peaceful. Always use two adjectives, enjoyable and peaceful, or enjoyable and very how do you say this very interesting. No, very, anyone can suggest to me? Suddenly I'm just lost of word. I'm being pressured by the OTP now. Anyone? Okay, wait, okay, let's go on. This is evidence. This we can support from the painting showing citizens walking on the street in a very carefree, casually and happy, shopping and buying fruits and flowers. You can say necessity goods. This means that the life in the Soviet is joyful and living conditions were great. Okay, yeah, this paintings is painted so that people of Soviet will feel relief and believe Stalin has done a good job and a great leader and will not oppose against him. This is because Stalin rose to power and wanted the support from the people of USSR or the Soviet Union. Well done. Is it the same? This painting, is this the same? Okay, it's the same. Ayo, I still haven't received it. My goodness. I have to redo again. Very sad. Give me a minute again. Sorry. Okay, while waiting for that, the picture okay already? Then can you go through this one here, 3 and 4? Okay. Then the question is this one here. Okay. Oh my goodness, cannot. Guys, can I mute the mic for a while first? I'm going to call my officer for a while, so sorry. So can you all just help to do the questions? I'm very, very sorry. Okay, can you use your handphone to take the question for these three? All right, done. Use your handphone to take this question or screenshot these three questions. Okay, and the pictures here. Okay, Ken, I mute my mic. Thanks, Benny. Sorry, guys. I'm not the only one facing the problem, so just give me a minute, guys. Sorry. Finally done. Oh my goodness. Give me a minute, give me a minute. I need to transfer. Sorry. So troublesome. Okay, finally, I sent it to my officer. Okay, the exercise ended. Okay, so let's move on, guys. I'm very, very sorry. Okay, Xingchen, thanks for sending it to me. Okay, I will send to the rest of the class. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's read. From the source, I can conclude that the Soviet people were nervous and afraid of the government. I would prefer you to put that the USSR or the communist governments. Be more specific, okay? Okay, the Soviet governments. The source depletes, very good, use the word, a rabbit fleeing to Finland. If you were to type for the purpose, please put the Finland as capital F. All right, when you're writing, please, I'm very particular on all this. In fear of being arrested and or accused by the police for being a camel, which is, what does it mean? In the source, although the rabbit was not a camel, it still fled as it was unable to prove that it wasn't a rabbit. It is fled, as it was unable to prove that it wasn't a camel, right? Are you referring to a camel? The rabbit was not a camel. It still fled as it was unable to prove that it wasn't a camel instead of rabbit. This is a reference to the Greek terror. Yes, well done. I like that, man. Well done. Good. Wait. Ayo, my officer called me again. I'm doing my WhatsApp. I'm sorry. Okay, done. So I like the way you say that, Xingchen, the Great Terror caused by Stalin, where the Soviet government, yes, Soviet citizens, okay, that means keep watch on the eyes of these people, keeping a hot eye on them, and people who were found to be anti-communist were arrested, and sent to concentration camp. Okay, where am I? Or killed. However, since it was difficult to prove his being innocent, whether a person was or was not anti-communist, people being accused of being anti-communist were arrested by the Soviet Union secret police or the NKVD. Yeah, okay. Often without trial, regardless of innocence. Make sure you know what is the NKDFD stand for. Be careful. You don't just put there, but by right, you have to spell everything inside there. Thus, the people were nervous and afraid of the Soviet Union. What is Holomo? Okay, next one. Anyone? Waiting for the answer again. Thank you so much for most of you sending the answer to the group. And I'm very sorry to halfway interrupted by my open mock call for my police site. It's the same actually. I don't need to send to everyone. You already sent to everyone. Oh, okay. Yeah. to me, it's actually the same. No, it's not a mistake. Depends on how you see it. But anyway, both of them is like getting rid of people. Like the very simple one I would say is like killing the kulaks, straight away. They really destroy them, take away their property, their farm, their land, their everything. So don't say it's your mistake. Don't worry. Okay. Sometimes I also make the mistake on that. Having said that, what we learn is that whatever it is, there's one question to ask whether Stalin is a great leader or not, or whether it's living in fear, like the SEQ questions. To me, finally, I would say that it is a very fearful sight for people to think that at that point of time, that era, they are living in fear. But you have to understand, I still support that it is still a positive effect. Because if Stalin did not rule as an iron fist, I think Soviet will fall under Germans greatly and its allied forces. So I strongly think that both, whether Greek terrorists or Holodomor to whatever it is, or the purge of the kulaks, farmers, all these things, it is important that Stalin has a big ambition, goal, and objective is to make Russian USSR strong. And later on, and some of the Sec4 students, you know that they will start to finally use the proxy war through the Cold War and attack using the North-South Korea, as well as one of the war did not mention is the China and Taiwan in the 1947 to 49. And at the same time, the Cuba Missile Crisis that you learned recently. I just went through one of the Sec4 about CMC, the 13 days of CMC and the Bay of Pigs and things like that. And later on in 1969, I think Benny will be learning the pure history of it will be the Vietnam War. Okay. Then after the Vietnam War, we go ahead the Iran and Iraq War, and then the fall of the Iron Curtain in somewhere 1989. And all this spate of all this war is actually why until today Russian is still one of the strongest, one of the top 3 or top 5 strongest military power in the world. Okay, so let's go to C. Okay, give me 1 minute again. So let's write down the C answer. I'm sending a last message to my officer. Okay, anyone? So C, Benny? Benny, 你的头发好像刚刚睡起来耶 ，just wake up like that. Your hair so spiky like that. Okay, yeah, very spiky. No, don't do. Can you don't do that in front of me though, because I got nothing to show in front. Okay. All right, thank you. Oh, okay, good. Wei Chen, the painting was drawn to convince and reassure the Western. Well done. And the Soviet, please, whatever you all write the answer, please write on a full sketch and later put in the Google Classroom, and I can mark it. And the Soviet people that Stalin dictatorships and communisms were a very effective way or ideology, okay, right now ideology, to govern and quickly develop USSR while being able to keep the interests, the people at heart, okay, interest and the people at heart, and the joy of the Soviet people. In the painting, it clearly shows, add the word now, it clearly, you must put the word it clearly. It clearly shows that, where am I? I cannot do multitasking. No, I'm sorry. I have to admit I was reading, suddenly my WhatsApp come in. But now I can really so-called teach in peace. And these things gone already. I keep sending to me. All right, so sorry. Where am I? Okay, here, sorry. Okay, highlight. It clearly shows of a carefree, well done, a carefree and a very elated woman with bountiful vegetables, fruits, and other necessity, walking back home. Okay, this shows that the USSR was not lacking behind any commodities or consumer goods, and that it was able to develop and improve quickly till the point where the supplies were in abundance. And please quote now, this can be seen at the background. Okay, the background of the things here, the background that people are walking around and with the fruits here, then the corner here, at this corner, to show that there's enough ample supplies of fruit. Okay, where am I? And the Soviet people were living in joy and not living in terror. Okay, can you put the word in Greek terror? Okay, to prove the this one here, in Greek terror. Okay, this one. Okay. Can Are you in the chat group then? Can you open up the chat group? Oh my goodness. Where am I now? Oh my goodness. Okay, the painting is also, okay, so there's two in front. The painting is also a source of reassurance for the Soviet people, as in the painting it shows how the Soviet people in this bazaar was very relaxed and cheerful, and people were not working, was carrying an abundance of necessity of food and joy. Oh, I like that. Not working. Wow, okay. In a way, not working, but maybe they are at the free time. Maybe after a good industrializations, they got paid with a good salary and they can go marketing. This shows as a source of relief to the Soviet, and it give, okay, it's past tense, it's give them the message that they would not be tortured or tormented. Can you add the word tormented by the Russians, by the USSR's communist governments, and would develop quickly that they would be able to par to what the West, or on par to the Western's counterparts. Can you put that, the Western counterparts, and that they were not in rule of terror, as well as not being in the clutches of, I like the word, man, well said. I like this word, clutches of poverty, while being carefree and joyful. Thank you. No. Don't worry about limit here and there, Rayson. I don't care all this limit. When you come to practices, you can write longer than that. But unfortunately, okay, listen now, guys. This is Ryan Sington's and Harvey. All of you listen now. Unfortunately, in the exam, there's a time management. So therefore, you have to keep short and sweet. If it's a 5 marks, don't write until like a 3-4 paragraph. For practices purposes, write as many as you can. Okay, so 2 paragraphs is good enough. Okay, all right. So it also implies collectivization farms were extremely successful. Yes, Benny, well done. Yes. You see 啦，2个礼拜不在，现在回来，鸡蛋糕你要给一点 input 吗？真是的 ，well done. Okay, well done. I mean that you had to add on another message. Well, what? Just tell me what message you want to add on. Okay, let's look at the answer. No, you need to practice and give it to me. Then I can tell your parents, I can tell how to help you. Because next month, okay, somewhere end of next month, I'm going to give you a mini exam or mock exam. Okay, so please, I'm still thinking whether should I give it to you and then you do it at home and then hand it to me, or like what are we doing like that. It also implies farmers were extremely successful. I reached the word limit in the text box. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a limit. Like I like to speak the whole answer. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, so sorry. I didn't know the chat group got limit one. Is it true, Benny? 是真的有啊？我不晓得有没有。Okay. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so let's look at B. Okay, here, that's the answer here. All right, source B was drawn to convince Soviet people that Stalin's collectivization was successful. So very simple, guys. So next time when you see got fruits, got vegetables, or got farming, got anything, straight away first thing come to your mind, collectivization. Then if you see got industrial, got people hitting on the metal piece, moving the tractor, or working in a manufacturing company, then is industrializations. Okay, 记住啊。Okay, thank you, Harry. Hold on for a while first. Okay, let me go through my answer first, can? All right, hey, thank you I'm very happy that all of you participate. I was so worried when my colleague was asking me, how come today lesson got no topics? I say, yeah, I need to go through the answer with all my leader, not my student, listen carefully, with all my leaders. They say, oh, how? Then I was so worried. I say, I was so confident with her, I said, don't worry, 一定会有人 submit 给我了. 我等着花儿也谢了，一个人都没有 submit 给我。And then I sent to her，对不起，他们放我飞机，没有 send 给我，很抱歉。Then, but I told myself, I definitely have confidence that you guys will write here and send it to me. And it was very, very awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm very worried. You know, if you don't send to me, I mean something wrong with my teaching. I'm very scared. Then I'll be out of job already. Then you will not see me for the next few months already. Bye-bye. Okay, my boss will fire me. I'm serious, no? And your mom also, your dad will fire me as well. Because I'm doing a lousy job. Hey, what happened? Where's my check? Oh my goodness. Can somebody help me? Can somebody type something? My chat group is gone. What's wrong with my, okay, never mind, I just read now. Source B was drawn to convince the Soviet people that Stalin collectivization was successful in improving the life of the Soviet peoples. From now on, so use all the word Soviet people. It was published, so the message, it was published to encourage the Soviet people to be grateful and thankful towards Stalin. So the what is the outcome? So that they will continue to support Stalin, as what some of you have written. Very good. And collectivization by working harder and obeying him. Who is the him? Which I don't like. You should put Stalin and be loyal to Stalin. So everything use a proper noun, not pronoun. Proper noun means the name given. Tolong, please. The painting was drawn because it was several years after collectivization. That means it shows that the 5-year plans of collectivization was very successful. Was indeed 风生水起 was indeed 风雨足时吗 okay, was first rolled out, and there was a need to remind the Soviet people of the success and ensure their continued relentless support. Moreover, Stalin had control of the press and used it to publish things that were glorified. See, this part is very important because it's a drawing, it's not a photograph. So it's totally different. I cannot get back my chat group. What happened? I can't see my chat. Oh yeah. Very frustrating.
Try pressing alternate H.
Sorry?
Alternate H.
Alternate H,
Yeah.
Cannot What's wrong, I cannot, I'm very OCD on if I cannot get in, I'm so sorry. I cannot open up my alternate H, but
it's in Zoom, uncle. Like inside Zoom or alternate H.
Okay, why not I stop sharing? Yeah, it come out already. Basketball. It come out already, then I close the thing. Oh my goodness, Jesus Christ. Why have you done to me like that? And now I gone. What's wrong, man? What's wrong with me today, man? You see, now gone. Yeah. I put alternate H, alternate H. Yeah, alternate H. But it come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't come out anything.
At the bottom.
Bottom, alternate H. Yeah, alternate plus H. It cannot Oh, no, cannot, still cannot. Okay, sorry, I have to bring it out here. I do it again. I don't know why it can't open at all. I'm so sorry. I know it's very agonizing for all of us here. I still cannot open. I still cannot. Okay, now can. Thank you. Okay, now I'm here. This painting was drawn because the cartoonist wanted to convince the Soviet citizen that under Stalin rule, the USSR has prospered significantly. Wow, you see, everyone has beautiful answer. Okay, and everyone's life live in luxuries and happiness. Okay, can you tell me why is it luxuries? How do you know? So you can say the way they dress. Okay, they have a nice clothing and happiness with no hunger. Everyone is moving happily on the street. There's no beggar. The source depicts many Soviet citizens going about their daily routines, their life at the marketplace. The lady at the front is seen carrying a large basket filled with delicious food. The mother and the son behind also seem to be enjoying themselves as they are smiling widely. This shows that they have that means they are not living in any poverty. This suggests that understanding 5 years plans of collectivizations, good, well done, positive effect. There are many positive results and effects as evidence prove that these Soviet citizens are living in a much better life than their Western counterparts in Europe than before, without poverties and starvations at the same time. Some citizens are also carefree and very satisfied in contrast to the life before Stalin rules of USSR. Well done. Or press alternate H in the Zoom. That's what I did, but I don't know why. I need to add that in this at the front so that some Soviet citizens can recognize Stalin's contributions to the countries moving forwards. Okay, can you put this on? Can recognize Stalin's paradigm shift. Okay, a paradigm shift. Okay, in the paradigm shift towards the development of USSR and thus support him I like the word unconditionally. Well said. Okay, let's talk about C here. This one is definitely a mocking about our dear friends here. Okay, is to show the sarcasms of this source C. So what does source C tells you here? What is the question of source C? What is the message of this DT? Use the source and also this is also a 5 marks answer. Okay, let's go. I'm waiting for your answer, guys. Okay, waiting for your answer. So from here, you see, if everyone were to submit and share, we have more than 1 or 2 answers. You see, my answer may not be as good as some of you. So by writing and typing up, you already confirm will get this 5 to 6 marks in your pocket during your WA or your mid-year exam or even your O-level exam. Okay? Done? Okay, let me read my answer to all of you. While you're doing that, you can have your own answer because now I really trust you all can write much better answer than mine here. Okay, so, okay, yeah, C, right? This C, okay. The message of source C is to mock, is to criticize, is to go against Stalin's collectivizations and his, okay, blame, okay, criticize Stalin for worsening the life of the Soviet people by introducing the collectivization. What's wrong with my mouth today? By introducing the collectivizations. I'm so sorry. Program. I don't laugh, guys. I know I can't see your face, but you're laughing at me. I know. I don't know what's wrong with my mouth today. So pronunciation. The Soviet people resentments towards Stalin's or not in a happy, good mood, or feeling with not only resentment but feeling the sense of hatred towards Stalin rules is obvious in the sarcastic way they portray his collectivizations. Okay, right. Okay. This can be seen in source C, which states we fulfill the 5-year plans and we are eating well. We ate all the horses and are now chasing the dogs. So obviously it's not right. Compared to the source B and C itself, B was using a portrait of pictures showing that. But this, we did not see how they chase the dogs or how they ate the horses or how they survive through or starvations or things like that. But from this DT, it shows that, this point or this song shows that, okay, he really portrayed the scenes and the feeling, the expressions of the Soviet people, that they really have enough is enough, which shows the sarcasm is evident in the way they claim that they were eating well to the extent of having to eat the horses and dog, meaning that they can't have other things to eat, but only all these items for them to live on. Sad, huh? What does it mean? It means that obviously they are under these famines, droughts, starvations, poverties, or even to an extent where they confiscated their yields, their crops, and back to the central governments. And obviously the collective farms was far from being prosperous. Instead of prosperous, it become poisonous. It become perishable. It become purging people like the kulaks, or what you mentioned, the Greek terror. The people also show their bitterness, their frustrations, their agonies by calling the collective farm a commune of Satan. Satan means the devil. So it means that it's referring to not only Stalin, but his methodologies of getting these people to suffer under this plan, this program. Okay, so what is your answer? Benny, are you there? Yichen, well done. Ryan, I haven't hear from you, my dear. Did you give me your answer, Ryan? I think everyone have a Hao Rui, Benny, Xing Chen, Rui Chen. Ryan, let's go for it, man. Don't worry, Ryan. 你每次都是很特别啊。Okay, it utilizes a lot of irony, often using statements that seems to end positively, but only enforce the famines and hardships experienced by the people. This reflects the anger of the people against the oppressive totalitarian regimes of, oh, I like this, man. Yes. Okay. Your school trained you well. Well done. Okay. Like I say, I have not much comments on Benny. Sorry to say that. It's not I'm against you or I for you, because I'm not sure the way your school marking scheme, how it works. Unless, Benny, you can photocopy or scan your work and your marking scheme from your school. Let me take a look, then I can gauge and mark. Just like my Hua Chong boy who showed me his SS in history, as well as my scenic girl. Then I know what is your LOM level of response marking. Then I know how it works, because sometimes your this marking scheme may be different from the O-level marking scheme. No, it's okay, Ryan. I know you're still new. So good, right, Ryan? You can see all your this Koko and friend. I will say Koko because they are 1 year older than you, your Keke. That you have seen all this answer, right? So yes, that is the beauty of being a small group or even a group to learn. Okay, like just now before I start my lesson, I started a tuition at 5:15 with a Set 2 girl. She's from China and she want to learn Set 2 history on that. Okay, so one-to-one, I don't know whether she understand or not, and the response. Well, Benny is my inspiration now. Do you see that? Why you send to me? Send to the group lah. Okay, hey Benny, 你有粉丝了. Okay, all right, come guys. Rui Chen, I'm also your 粉丝. Come on, I'm waiting for your answer. I want to end this by today, please. So please help me. I want to end this lesson by today for all this. Because next one, I'm going to give you another homework. Can you tell me you all are typing? If not, I sit there and look at you, look at me. Like just now, it's different. Out of blue, suddenly my police force calling me to log into the website. Typing. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Like just now, okay, thanks, Xing Chen. Like just now, suddenly out of the blue, they send me a message like that. I was anticipating this calling somewhere in the morning or afternoon. I didn't expect at night. Or just anyway, since you're typing, just listen out. Okay, I told the other group, if any point of time, Uncle Raymond, for whatever reason, I cannot log in, there's only less than 3 possibility. One is I really fall sick, okay? And 2 is, sorry guys, no hard feeling. My family come first. If anything goes, whatever touch you or anything, my family come first, okay? So I will not have tuitions. Okay, like recently that day I teach halfway, I could receive a call from my friends, the mom kicked the bucket, passed away, things like that. And yeah, I feel very sad for him. So I family come first. The third one is possible reason is last minute, I get called in by my police force for urgent meeting or urgent activation for whatever it is. As I took the oath, it's my job to protect my fellow citizens and my country. Okay, so I hope you all guys understand. So these are the 3 reasons that I cannot continue my tuition. If let's say, like say tonight, so last minute, if I tell my colleague tuition postponed, please, I will definitely give the reason to my colleague, okay, for that. So just in case, because I foresee in the next few months, there will be some urgent call for me from the forces, whatever it is, or other things. Okay, so I'm so sorry if I affect your tuition, but I will do my best not to affect it. Okay. And have you received any news from my colleagues about some special surprise to all of you? If not, you'll be receiving soon. Ryan, maybe you can, I hate the word try. I don't like the word try. Maybe you can just type in something, how you feel about this source C. So while waiting for that, look at the D. Okay, this how different are these 2 sources, D and E? Okay, the D and E will be here. Yes, this is the D and E. Okay, when you're done, you can look at D and E. So a Soviet joke. I think it's about the people clapping, right? Comment, but be safer if you stand up. Yeah. So this is a joke. And then this is an account by important factory manager in the 14th Stalin. So one of them asked him to stand up, one of them shake hand. Feel that very warm, very good. So what is a comparison? One is very sarcastic, one is very patriotic. So whatever source-based questions, you need to quote the evidence. So Benny, take note on that. And Ryan also, because I haven't seen your answer. So maybe after this lesson, you can start writing on the foolscap paper, like last time, or you type it out and then send it to me in the Google Classroom. The message of the Soviet DT was to spread the hate of the kulaks to the Soviets and to show the opposed Stalin dictatorial rules over the USSR. This resemblance against Stalin dictatorial rules of the 5-year plans. So you can put that the 5-year plans, then you can put it, be it collectivizations or industrialization. Yeah, I can pronounce the word really. Can be seen in the source which is stated that the USSR's collective farms, which was prosper, caused many great impacts, such as needing to eat all the horses and now chasing the dog. This states of their opposition and resentments against Stalin dictatorship has its citizens the collectivizations, as it was said, to become prosperous, and that the many farms were reduced to 5 farms, like the 5-year span, which was supposed to be achieved within a longer span of time, has how the amount that was supposed to be collectivized by a large amounts of farms than 5, showing that the Soviets were tired of Stalin dictatorships that it was not working out at all or not progressive enough, and that it was harming the countries or deteriorating even more after the USSR sees everything that the Soviet had for this, that the Soviet had for the Soviet cause. I don't get it. That's why I don't really get it. What I mean by everything that the Soviet had for the, what cause are you referring to the cause? Okay, the part in front I quite understand, but this part here also was to spread the hate of the kulaks to the Soviets. Did he really say kulaks here? I don't think so. May not be necessarily the kulaks, okay? It might be just an ordinary farmers was being terrorized by our dear Stalin. Okay, but anyway, well, listen, I would say okay for this part here, the one I'm going to highlight here somewhere here. Okay, I like that here all the way lah. So sorry, but this part I don't understand what you mean by after the USSR seized everything from who? That the Soviets, everything that the Soviet, okay, that the Soviets have, okay, had, okay, so I understand everything that the Soviet had for the Soviet cause. What cause is this? The cause of what? This is the part I'm not sure, okay? The DD shows that 5-year plans and collectivization scheme fail to yield, okay, I like the word yield, okay, result and provide for the people adequately, and that the USSR had centralized all the resources, yes, available for the enjoyments of those at the highest position like Stalin. Yes, you are not wrong to say that, but how do you, can you quote, use the quote here? Okay, no worry about that. So you need to have the quotes from there. Okay, you're quoting that one, fine. Yes, Wei Chen, you want to say something? uh, Newsrate is something a news talking about it. Okay. I don't know what you mean by Benny saying no. I was think that you're referring to Stalin about Hitler, admiration of Hitler. Okay, so I would say I don't really think Stalin's admire Hitler that much. I think it should be the other way around, in my opinion. Okay, the message of DD, okay, Harry, okay, let's hear from Harry. The message of this DD is to criticize Stalin's collectivization. Has it glaring lower the standard? Yes, the lower the standard of livings of the Soviet people. As usual, the Soviet people, the S must be capital letter, okay? In source C, it states, and we are eating well, we ate all the horses and are now chasing dogs. This sentence utilizes lots of sarcasm because, yes, sarcasms and mocking. Can you use the word mocking? And even though the Soviet people declared that they were eating well and good, but it's you can put that, in actual fact, they are not doing that. I got students who asked that, can I use it as a contextual knowledge to show that it is not? Yes, you can say that, if nothing wrong also. They result to chasing diseases which were not common animals to feed on. Yeah, of course, I agree. Instead of feasting on bread, milk, or other livestock like cows, sheep, or chicken, okay. Therefore, this source criticizes Stalin rule of failure, and deems to be disastrous. Yes. Did you watch too many World War II movies? So am I watching that also, okay? And even so, it was the other way. Why did Hitler not make the USSR of Stalin as his ally, but instead stab him the back by breaking their trust? Well, I wouldn't say it's wrong for that, because I think Stalin used 5 years. Hitler used 4 years. Obviously, Hitler will want to be one head up faster than Stalin to get this achievement faster, that his goal and objective and mission and vision to get it up. In terms of make sure that Hitler is able to outwit and outdone and outperform Stalin's, and show his own people that it's true, and it's true that they are competing with one another. Is that the reason why they are not allied? In fact, you can see the past few wars, Hitler has now always want to attack USSR. So to me itself is, well, the same. He's not interested at all to be allied with Stalin. Okay, that's in my opinion. All right. So thanks. Okay, and even so, if it was the other way, why did Hitler not make the USSR of Stalin as okay? The sun. Okay. No, what I mean by no, I saw it in the video. I can tell you these two are like as cunning as a fox. They are very sly. Okay, if you ask me which is more vicious and sly and cunning, I would say Stalin is more than Hitler. Hitler is out front, sly and cunning, and he doesn't like you, he will go all the way out and very openly. And that's why he's a very good orator skill. He will just tell you, okay. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Wilson. If they will join forces, I think USA and USSR will say bye-bye already. Seriously. I think today you and I will not be sitting here talking English already. We might be talking in other languages. Okay, and is that is the reason, maybe God's know why it's being in working Axis power and Allied power, and why they cannot see eye to eyes for Germany and USSR at that time. Because I told you already, prior to that, Germany has already has a very strong, insatiable appetite to conquer Russia. 所谓人不足蛇吞象. So he wants it to expand, he wants to spread the Aryan race, and he wants to make sure German empire grow under his leadership of Germany, Hitler. So I would say that they are actually putting a masquerade, 放一个面具, in front of everyone to do that. Even after the World War II, you can see that Stalin also did the same thing during Cold War with USA and UK. And that's how the NATO and Warsaw Pact started. Okay. I wouldn't agree that I'm not sure who you're referring to. They for the compensation war to achieve Hitler goal. Are you referring to the Axis? No, sorry, the Allied power. Okay, so anyway, Stalin's joins the Allied power is for his own benefit because he cannot be a OMO, one-man operation. He needs someone to fight along with him so that he can make full use of his 5M, the manpower, money, machines, and materials, so that he can use it on his own cost. So at the point of time, he is referring to Stalin that he want to do that to use the USA and USSR to be allied forces, is to make sure that they can share forces to get rid of the same common enemy, that is Germany. As what you mentioned, if Germany and USSR will join forces, the DR2 will be gone. Germany has no other choice but to choose Japan and Italy. Okay, because if you don't choose another two supporters, it's just like in a wrestling match. You need 3 versus 3, so you need to choose 2 of it. You cannot be fighting a one wrestling match against 3 person. Okay, you're not Ye Wun, so sorry to say that. So yes, seems like going to be 9:20. Nobody giving answer for this one. So let's go through the answer for D. Okay, let's go through. I seriously hope over the next few days you all can give me the answer for that. Let's go for D. Okay, let's listen to D here. Anymore? Okay, so this will be a good answer here. Okay, we start. I don't want to start with the 3-4 marks. It's because it's the same here, right? Let's start from here. Okay, both sources D and E are similar in showing that the people held Stalin in high regard. So both of them are showing high regard. So one of them is forced to stand up to show high regard. The other one is really willingly to go and show regard, high regard to him, being a fatherly figure. This can be supported with evidence for source D, which states that the audience in the cinema stood up and applaud each time Stalin when Stalins appear on screen. This implies that the people respect, okay, and acknowledge that Stalin was their great leader and he was well liked. That's why they, who is the they? The Soviets stood up, or the audience stood up to show their respect towards Stalin. Who is the him? Similarly, so both sources are same. Similarly, what happened? Okay, so I mean, similarly, source E describe how a man rushed home after shaking Stalin's hands to touch his son, so that his son could feel Stalin's warmth. This suggests the high respect the man had for Stalin. So one of them is really, he go to the extreme all the way home and touch using, before he can wash his hand, he find that there's this aura, there's the power of his Stalin, shaking his hand, there's this like, 好像护身符, put it on the head of his son, so that the son will be well blessed and raised to a great power next time. Okay, so then now this is the different. So source D and E are different in saying whether the respect the people show towards Stalin were genuine or not. So this is the keyword, genuine. This one is to show respect. Okay, help in high regards. That's all. Well, they just say popular. The popular here may be popular in a good way or in a bad way, but this one is genuine. So source D suggests that the people might have shown respect to Stalin out of fear. That's D, out of fear. So that's remind me of the Greek terror, and did not really respect Stalin. Has source D state that most people feel the same way you do. Comrade means that they actually no choice. They stand up just for the sake of not being like, remember the rabbit and the camel things, and worry that maybe inside the audience there might be some spy watching who did not stand up, who sit down. But you will be safer if you stand out. This implies that many Soviet people were reluctant to stand out and applaud, but still stood up to avoid being identified as anti-Stalin, you see? That's what we mentioned the last two sources. And be punished for disrespect. On the contrary, sources suggest that the man had genuine reverence. Well, E is different. It shows that it's very genuine. You feel that standing beside Stalin and shaking hands with him, you feel great, you feel honored, you feel privileged, you feel great respect, you feel really not, is like this type of thing is once in the blue moon. You feel that it's like it was not really miracle, it was really like a reward and awards given to him, okay, that Stalin is for Stalin, and that is why he rushed all the way home. Why he rushed all the way home? Even ignore his wife's questions. So first thing is to touch her son, so that he want his son just to be like Stalin, to be a great leader, so that maybe after Stalin died, his son can take over his place, something like that. This implies that the man must have genuine love and reverence to Stalin, or great respect to Stalin. Now, this is the, remember when you talk about similar differences in your exam, take note, you have to cover all these things. Similar, if it asks you for similar, let's talk about similar. So if it says difference, by right, you should talk about difference first, then followed by similarity. Okay? In my opinion, that's how I tell my student. Okay. Source D and E differ in terms of their views and tones. Okay, tones towards Stalin's. Underlying source D is a negative tone. Underlying source D is a negative tone, right? Negative, or is a very agony tone, or is a tone that is not appreciative. Okay, towards Stalin, not appreciative, not really genuine. That towards Stalin has, it shows disapproval of Stalin, tries to make a mockery. Okay, a mockery of the state of fear that grips the Soviet people, and that's why the man advised Stalin to stand up to play safe. This is evident in the way sources describe how the Soviet people were forced. You see, were forced, were reluctant, were forced, reluctant, and were kind of out of their own good will, out of their will, to conform and pretend to like Stalin in a what? In a sarcastic manner. But source E views Stalin in a positive light. Has he glorified Stalin, here Stalin as a god. Wow. I wouldn't say it's a god. I would prefer a semi-god, not a total god itself. Okay, maybe it depends on how you see it. And see it has a great honor to shake Stalin's hands. Okay, very prestige, honor, you see. And to extend to that, not only he feels that he's very proud to be associated with Stalin and being the selected few to be the one going forward to shake hands with Stalin, he rushed back just to pass the effect of Stalin touch to his son, hoping that it will bless. You see, the word is bless his son, or maybe the future of his future career to be like Stalin, has a great leader. No, Demi, not Sammy. Sorry, demigod, not Sammy. Why would I say Demi? Sammy, Demi. Thank you. USSR can take down capitalism, which in returns would not have caused the East. No, I don't think at that time Russia has the ability to really take over all this, because at that time Europe was all in a very chaos, confused. Okay, so sadly to say, hey, thanks, Benny. If Uncle were to say something out for reason, I got one student tell me, is it okay, Uncle Raymond, said sometimes you say something wrong, pronunciation wrongly, is it okay to correct you in front of everyone? Go ahead. I won't bear any grudges or anything. Go ahead. All right. Nobody is perfect. Okay. If any teacher will tell you, just shut up. Listen, I'm the teacher here. You don't tell me what to do and what to say. Sorry. No, I don't do that. I find it's very different. Okay. Wrong means wrong. Okay. Right. Sometimes I might be doing purposely. Sometimes it's like maybe I'm too tired, or I did not notice it and things like that. Please. Okay, sometimes you guys also the same, right? You need to type capital letter, you type small letter. Okay, so yes, it caused East Berlin. I think for those who are Sec3, you're not sure what I mean by East Berlin and West Berlin, because after World War II, the whole bloody Berlin was divided into two, one taken by communists, the other one taken by USA and UK, to set Western Berlin or West Germany free from the dictatorship of Hitler, which of course they say they commit suicide, and away from the communism, which is the USSR. But having said that, they want to show the East Germany that the West Germany is living a life of democracy and freedom of choice. And that's how later on in 1989 that it appears to be like that. Okay. So there we done. So I'm just waiting for some answer to come in for this part here. And of course, gentlemen, it will be great that Wait now, give me a minute. So just look at the 3 questions first. Okay, look at the 3 questions. Somebody in WhatsApp me again, don't know what to say. No. Okay. So explain why Germans consider a treaty of Versailles to be unfair. The League of Nations. You see, I've been doing all this, and then the question is about the rise of Nazi in Germany. This question you can KIV first. We can do it next month. Okay, no worry. Demigod, thank you. And not yet, I haven't ended yet. Okay, let's stop the sharing. I hope you guys can send it to me as the end of the rest of the homework. So let me go back to this one here. Yes. Okay. This will be the 3 questions, which I'm taking it as your exam, self-test. Okay. Now, I'm very fair and frank and straightforward to the 6 of you. You can take this option A. That means you don't open your textbook, you don't see your guidebook, you don't get any notes from your teachers that their school given to you. Just do these 3 questions, just like as if you are in the classroom test, and do it and give it to me. Okay, option A. Option B is that you do halfway, you realize that your answer is not very good. Excuse me. You decided to get some information from your textbook, from your notes, or you want even Google it and add it in. That's option B. Option C is that you really manwu toshi, you're not sure, you totally forgot, or you after reading already. Okay, option A is you can start reading the notes first, memorize some of the key points, and then after that you sit there, put the start time and the end time, what time you finish. So this one I would say it's about 1.5 hours, okay, to complete this 3 is a 12 marks. So this will be take up about 1 hour already. So okay, so that's option 1. Option 3 is that you really don't feel like memorizing. You found the answer somewhere. And you want to copy the answer and place it here. For option 3, I don't store it, but be kind enough to tell Uncle Raymond, option 3 is I copy. You just put that COPY, I copy. Okay, then I know your answer is copy from somewhere. You don't need to tell me where you copy from. That means option 3 is purely that you just copy everything from the textbook, from the assessment book, from your notes, or your teacher give you the notes, put it in. That is option 3. Option 1 is really you sit there, no help, no any aids. That means you see these 3 questions already, right? Okay, you go and read out already. Then once you are confident, like let's say today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you read out these 3 questions on all the notes. Then Sunday, you decided to do these 3 questions. You have to lock yourself up, sit in one corner, be fair to yourself, use your foolscap paper. I don't want type, no typing. I don't want typing. I want you to write on the foolscap. And then use your camera to scan and then email to me. Okay? And then please paragraph it. This is 8 marks, so it will be 2 paragraphs, 2 paragraphs. So this is a weighing answer. The League of Nations has feel is aimed to promote. So is it yes or no? Agree or not agree? So you have to put agree, not agree, and then your conclusions, you make a stand for that. Okay, take note of this. So you have to tell me, okay, whether option 1 or by yourself, option 2, you do halfway, you decided to copy some ideas, or option 3, you copy everything. So this is my answer here. Then we'll go through with you next round. Okay, so this is the 3 questions that we're going to do next week. That means by 31st. No, not by 31st. On the 29th, please give me 2 days. At least 2 or 3 days for me to mark your paper, okay? Okay, so maybe when I mark your paper, so when you got answer, so on the 31st, that day tuition, that day itself, the online tuition, I can go through your answer. Like today, you see, we have to wait for a while for you to input your answer in the chat group. Okay, so then you will ask me, Uncle Raymond, I got so many homework. These 3 homework and plus the one I haven't finished. I leave it to you. Okay. If in fact that one I already more or less we cover ABC already, right? It's only the comparison skill you haven't done. So that means hopefully you can do at least one comparison skill for that source D and E. And then the other 3 essay questions, you can ignore it for the time being. Put it one side first, because A and B is quite similar to these 2 questions, 1 and 2. So only Hitler, that ones will be next month. Okay, next month then we'll talk about it. Okay, so because next month itself is we are going to be the Hitler month. Okay, so we will talk about this in April. So for the time being in March itself, we're going to cover these 3 questions. So hopefully, guys, please, I don't want to sit there and wait for the answer coming in. So I hope you all can do something and send your answer 2 or 3 days in advance in the Google Classroom so that I can mark and then I can go through on the 31st. Then in April, we start everything on Hitler. And then May, we're going to do another things. I can't remember what I'm going to do. Some skills. Okay. All right. So this will be the 3 questions. Explain why the League of Nations was formed. 2 points. Explain why the absence of USA and USSR as a member of the League of Nations is being less effective. Okay. So this is the link. Okay, for the homework. So quite a fair bit of homework. So practically, can I say, hopefully by end of next week, we already cover TOV, LON, and Stalin. Then in April, we'll start Hitler. And then for Set 4 students, we'll be doing Cold War or CMC in June. Okay, so let me stop here. Now, guys, all right, so any questions so far for today's lesson? If not, this will be your homework for the next few days. All right, so hope that you can spend time writing it. And especially for Set 4, you know your mid-years is around the corner somewhere in April, right? Correct me, right? So, okay, let's go through. Benny, any question? Sing Chen, any questions? Thanks, Benny. Sing Chen. Hao Rui, Yi Chen. Ryan, so far okay, Ryan? Can you catch? Yes, Ryan, okay. You can see all the answer there, very good. So hopefully you can take some picture just now, or took some pictures just now, or you can just, a quick one, roughly you get some words are very interesting. Or if not, you can go back to your YouTube, okay, and go through the YouTube and look through the answer again and check. Okay. Rui Chen is out. No, okay, thank you. Yi Chen. Any question, Yi Chen? Thank you. Yi Chen, no.